feel as though I've just unlocked a new level of motivation and drive. Basically, I'm listening to The Diary of a CEO, and they've got these three guys on talking about AI and what they think will happen with AI in the future and the future of AI. And there's quite a compelling argument that it's going to be quite the opportunity for bad is like 10 times the opportunity for good. And one thing that's for certain is that there's going to be technicalities and elements such as if you have two AIs and you plug them in together, the sum of their cognitive ability is going to outweigh the cognitive ability of one human mind, and you can't plug two human minds together, so we're just not going to understand some of the things that they come out with. Straight up, we're not going to be able to understand them. So, with that point, at least AI is going to be like one step ahead. Even if we do eventually understand them, that it's just going to be the next thing where they get some compounding idea of understanding just some component, something, and we just won't get it. So, there's that. And then the other side of the argument of this podcast is that AI is going to enable two kinds of people: the kinds who make loads of shit with AI, and the kinds who kind of don't. And those people who make, just become creative, serial creatives through using AI are going to realize this, because they'll live this life of serial creativity because they're not limited by anything. They can just get their AI to do it, and so it's just all ideas. And then when you're not worrying about switching between different parts of your brain, you just become supercharged, and then you're just working that same muscle every day, not worrying about not depleting your daily willpower by switching between different parts of your brain. So that's just going to be crazy. And I've just realized now, from that futuristic perspective, the perspective from a place that we haven't even got to yet, from that idea, essentially, I'm realizing now that I'm only limited by my work. I'm not limited by my ideas. So I was thinking right now, I was like, I know two things. One, I'm a really creative guy, and two, I'm an entrepreneur. So what are my ideas? I'm limited. I don't have the AI capabilities that we will have in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But what are my creative ideas right now that I'm working on, that I can leverage, that I'm building? And I've realized it's like one thing. I'm trying to build one company that can kind of offer not one solution, but I'm building an AI agency. And so I'm just realizing, like, I am fully just limited by my time and my effort. So in a way, I've kind of created a pull motivation, because you can get, push pull motivations, you can get internal, external motivations. This one would pull me towards my goal. I've already got all those. I've got lots of pull motivation because I know where I want to go in life, on a higher level, but it's making me feel like I want to go back to work now, because on the end of it, I'm going to have that baseline. I build the company, I get good at maintaining the company. There, from that point, I will have a baseline where I'll be able to make another decision. And the quicker I get there, well, this is the thing. This is another idea that I've just spawned in my brain, that there's two scenarios. Like, I work really hard now, pull myself to the end goal, and then I have another baseline where I can kind of action another great idea. Now, in life we do have freedom and we can switch between things, but you also don't get anywhere if you don't commit to one of those things. So what I'm thinking right now is, say by a miracle in the next week I was able to build and scale my AI agency, which is not possible with the plan I'm going to stick with. I would not have the capabilities, I would not have access to AI that will be as capable as AI in the future. So it's like, why wouldn't I just, wait a year until, my kind of idea baselines and I can action another idea kind of thing. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, I think everyone at home right now, everyone watching this right now, you should think, what are my ideas? And just think about how much effort is holding you back, and then think about your future a little bit. Like, what and when do you think is going to be the next idea that you put into place, even if that's a sub idea that makes your current business better or your current artistic endeavor better, to improve it? Like, what is that? And then just realizing you are limited by effort, really, because in the future, if we can get AI agents and complex AI systems to do the grunt work for us, then we'll just be the idea guy. We'll just be the guy at the top of the business chain who's just making those higher level decisions. But also, you'll just have the capacity to action more ideas, because you could have the same management team below you, but then that management team could just be the bosses of like a bunch of AI agents who can just do crazy stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. But I feel like I've unlocked this new motivation. I need to get to the other side so I can action a new idea. So yeah, awesome.